Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
Star 98.7.
God.
What's wrong?
I still haven't read that stupid congressman's exchange of email with the other kid.
It's so dirty.
All right, we were playing the game Sweep the Ration?
Yeah, the ration.
Called That's Not Right. And some of you are calling to tell us some of the things that aren't right. When in conversation, people just go, "Oh yeah, I did that, this thing, blah blah," blah, and they're like, ugh.
Yeah, like one time at band camp, and then they tell you something really disturbing.
Well, this congressman wrote to this little kid, and how old is that kid? Do you know?
I believe he's 16.
He says things like, "How's my favorite young stud doing?" The kid is like, "Oh, I have lacrosse practice," and the guy said, "Yeah, I'd love to watch that. Those great legs running."
Oh.
I added that.
And then the kid wrote back, "Ha ha," like you're just kidding, and he wasn't because he got creepier then.
Yeah.
It also says, "Did any girl ever give you a blank job?" And the kid says, "Lots of laughs. No, I'm single right now. My last girlfriend and I broke up a few weeks ago."
Hint, girlfriend.
Yeah. So, but then the creepy guy goes, "So good. So you're getting horny." And then he goes, "Lots of laughs a bit." And he said, the creepy guy says, "Did you spank it this weekend yourself?"
Oh.
The little kid says, "No, been too tired and too busy." Because life is really busy.
And then the guy says, "I'm never too busy."
Yeah.
And then it goes on. And it says, the little kid says, "I don't do it very often normally, though." And then the creepy guy says, "Why not? At your age, it seems like it would be daily." And he says, "No, not me. I'm not a horn dog, blah, 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 2 times 3, blah, blah." It goes on and on. But then the really, really creepy part is, I don't even know how we can read this, really. The guy says, "Well, how do you do it?" And he goes, "Well, I don't usually do it in the shower." He goes, "I do it in the bed." And then the creepy guy says, "On your back." And then the kid says, "No, on, like, face down." But I guess he humps his bed.
Yeah.
Right?
How?
He humps a towel, according to this.
Right, up against the bed.
Right.
I don't know. You're a guy.
And then I'm wondering.
Then the creepiest congressman says, "Love the details. Do you really do it face down?" And then the little kid says, "Well, blah, blah," the whole thing. And then the creepy congressman says, "Completely naked." And then the little kid says, "Yeah." And then the creepy guy goes, "Very nice."
And then he goes, "Heh, heh."
No, you know what he says?
What?
"Cute butt bouncing in the air?" Question mark.
Oh. I didn't read as far on. It gets weird around page 5 of 15 when he asks him if he has any fetishes, and the congressman says he likes steam rooms, and then the kid tells him he likes casts.
Yeah, like
Plaster of Paris cast, like I broke my arm cast.
but they also go on to if they use lotions and, I mean, you guys, I really, honestly, because we can't read it.
It's so dirty. It's amazing.
I can't believe a congressman that is trying to stop child pornography and the exploitation of children and minors is writing this to a kid.
Man.
He writes, "I like kind of slow rubbing." They're still talking about. And then he asked him if you have, I can't.
Wow.
It's weird.
Oh, my God.
I know.
It gets into size issues.
Is your little guy limp?
Oh.
And then he asked, like Jack said, about the fetish thing.
Yeah, the fetish thing about casts. Then he asked him about the
Well, let me read this part, though, Jack, because this is... Then the little kid is kind of creepy because he goes, "I like plaster cast. I don't know why I like them. I just do, and it just turns me on. I've never had one, but people that have them turn me on. And if I had one, it would probably turn me on. It beats me. It's kind of weird. But along with seeing somebody in a cast, I like the whole Catholic girl look. That's our school uniforms." And then the creepy guy goes, "Well, that's really weird." And then he says, "What are you wearing?"
Yeah, it's creepy. But
And then he says, "Are you ready right now?"
Here's what really creeps me out, too. He asked him about the size of his member, if you know what I mean. And then his response to the congressman is, beautiful. I'm not kidding. Isn't that creepy? That is like the creepiest thing. Oh.
And then the kid says, "I'm wearing a T-shirt and shorts." And then the creepy guy goes, "I'd love to slip them off of you and grab that one-eyed snake."
Oh. And she didn't like clean that up. That's the weird thing he said.
He did. He said, yeah. Anyway. So,
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
All right.
This is
That
awesome.
concludes this portion of, yeah.
Creepy congressman.
Well, because, see, what we originally had planned is that Jack and Stench were going to read it as a little kid and creepy congressman.
Yeah.
But it's so
Creepy.
vile and creepy that it like that might not be
We
funny.
can't
I don't
say
know.
half the stuff on the radio that it actually says in there because it gets so
I mean,
nasty.
unless you guys wanted to read a page and just
No.
edit yourself. No?
No, I'm not up for $350,000 personal fine.
Thank you. You can just yeah. I got a letter written. It says the whole thing will be on our personality page.
Oh, cool. He's
Yeah.
going to send the link.
Uncensored.
Yeah, uncensored. With one-eyed, what is it called?
The whole thing.
No, but what is that? What did he call it?
One-eyed snake.
One-eyed
One-eyed snake.
That's so sweet.
Oh,
I'm just still trying
I feel dirty.
Well, how old is this kid?
I think 16, if I
He was 16 at the time.
At the
2
time.
years ago.
But also, what's wrong with this kid? You know?
He entertained this gay chatter for a long time.
15 pages or something.
Yeah, and the fact that he's telling this creepy old man how he masturbates and that
And the size of his unit and things. It's a
Yeah.
little weird. I would have cut it. I mean, if some guy started asking me those questions, I would have stopped the chat way early on.
Whoa, gotta go.
Yeah. Oh.
he says, "Tell me again how large is your penis?" And the little kid says 7.5 inches, and that's when Jack says he says,
Beautiful. Then he says, "Wow, that's a great size." I'm not kidding. I didn't make
"He's
this
not
up.
making it up. This is news."
It's so creepy.
Yeah, in fact, what's so weird is we got this yesterday, and Jack starts reading it to me like, check out what that weird congressman was doing. And I was like, that's not real.
We thought somebody made it up, like as a joke. The chat.
It's so like a Jackie Collins novel.
Well, and
all
then
trashy.
this brings the reality home. Then he goes, "Oh, my mom is yelling. I better go finish my homework now. I just found out from a friend that I have to finish reading and notating a book for AP English." And that's when you're like, "Oh, wow, he's in high school and he's a kid."
Yeah, having internet phone sex chatter with a congressman.
And does a 16-year-old know about his fetish? A cast, like a broken arm cast turns him
Right.
on?
That's weird.
I mean, at 16, there's so many things. Like, are you sure he just doesn't want to have a cast because, like when you were little, you wanted a Band-Aid?
Right.
And then you put Band-Aids all over because you pretend like maybe he just, I don't know what.
I was thinking maybe he was telling me he had a cast because if you had a cast on your arm, you couldn't pleasure yourself.
No, he was saying that it's a fetish that having a cast on like turns him on.
Then I read that. Kind of weird.
The whole thing, and then it's like it's weird because he uses the word stiff. He uses the word.
Oh, he uses
Lots
really
of words.
graphic words.
Yeah, that's the sweetest one I could come up with.
That's not right.
It's not. And I mean, you have a kid that's what? How old?
13.
Yeah, so, in 3 years, can you imagine some old, you beat him to a bloody pulp. If some 54-year-old guy is writing him like that, you would find him and you would shoot him. I know
I'd
you
find
would.
him and
Yeah,
beat
between
that
the eyes.
old crazy dude down.
We tortured his kid just for coming up with the screen name Demand Love, remember?
Yeah, I know. But, can you imagine, like, if you find out your
Right.
kid is writing, and this other guy, 54-year-old creepy guy,
Yeah. Oh,
a
yeah.
congressman who's like, oh, don't exploit the children.
Yeah, this guy was in charge of the whole tracking down sexual predators online.
He says, you'll rub yourself raw.
Oh, my God.
I gotta go.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Hey,
Star
hey.
98.7.
Careful.
That's a load.
Did you have to push the button?
No, he just said crock of.
I said of crap.
Yeah, he didn't say.
All right.
I don't know what you guys were fighting about, though.
It doesn't matter.
Everybody's
doesn't
mad
matter.
at Poodle.
It just
Well,
doesn't matter.
Poodle just flipped out because he's such a pain in the ass.
He is.
It's just funny because he's gay. Anyway, because he's like a victim at all costs, at all times, and then he goes home and his poor boyfriend, he's like always the victim, and we just
Right.
work him up into a frenzy to watch him victimized.
They're
like,
so
be the
mean to me at
victim.
work.
And that guy's a doctor, and he doesn't want to hear
I
it.
know. God, you're just such a bitch.
He's like, how could there be this much drama in radio?
I know. I don't even go home and tell the snowboarder anything about work because it's just like it's not even worth it.
I forget. My wife will go, what did you do today at work? And I can't remember anybody we had on. The last thing I remember is whatever happened when we left here, and it's usually we were mean to Poodle.
Yeah.
What I did the other day, he goes, can we meet in the office? I go, okay, let me go to the bathroom. And I left.
Good for you.
That's the best one ever.
He was waiting in the office for me for like an hour.
He fell asleep waiting for you.
I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll meet. And
That's
then
a good one.
Well, it was a Friday. It's like, we're
Yeah.
done. We went out Thursday.
But
Bye,
Monica
Poodle.
kept it going. Didn't she keep coming in and say,
Yes.
oh, she'll be back
Yeah,
in a minute?
yeah.
She was really
She was
good
awesome.
the whole route.
So, and then Stench doesn't go home and tell his wife stuff because she already has her own problems.
Yeah,
and
she's drama.
she unloads on you.
No, if I unload on her, she stressed. Like, if I have a problem, let's say any kind of a major problem, she'll freak out and worry about it way more than I would, making it worse for me than if I had told her at all. It's better just to keep my mouth shut at home.
Oh, all right. So here's the deal, you guys. I know that y'all are calling about the congressman that's creepy, also your own creepy factors. You can log on to star987.com, go into our personality profile, and find the actual transcript from the creepy congressman. And then when we come back, to take a little side note, the girl I was telling you guys about, Erica from the Bachelor Rome that premiered last night.
She's fun.
The rich girl. They said she was psycho, but she didn't seem that psycho to me last night. But she does have an interesting point, which is she's very wealthy, and so she thinks she deserves wealthy people.
She
or like there's a
deserves
connection.
Me. She deserves me straight out of the trailer.
Yeah, but I don't think she feels like she has a connection with a fat guy.
With
Fat
a normal
guy right
person.
out of the trailer, she'd love me. We just haven't met yet.
The reverse pretty woman,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
She's my future ex-wife.
So that's what we're going to talk to her about is why, if you have money, why do you think like you already have a connection with somebody else with money?
Oh my God, it's going to be like Pretty Man.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. Star 98.7.
I want to thank you both for coming all the way here.
Right. Well, you're definitely worth it. So.
Well, thank you. That's so nice. Well,
And I flew coach for you, which I've never done.
really?
Yeah, so you should be flattered.
I got to talk to Lorenzo with Erica. It was great because I got to know a little bit about her, but I really wanted to focus more on him. And she's kind of a crazy person. And I can't see a prince trotting around New York City with Erica.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen from The Bachelor, it's Erica!
Hi, Erica!
Hi, Erica. How are you?
Great. How are you guys?
We are lovely. And so a couple of questions. First of all, is the show wrapped?
Yeah, it's done filming.
All right, so you have to be careful, huh?
Yeah, I can't talk about things that haven't happened yet, but I can discuss last night's episode.
Okay, so it's The Bachelor, by the way. That's what we're talking about. And if you didn't see it or if you did see it, the point is that Erica goes in, thus far, she goes in thinking that they have an automatic connection because they're both wealthy. Is that right?
Yeah. Basically, in a nutshell.
So why is it that you think that there should be an automatic connection with somebody just because you're rich and they're rich?
I don't know. I just think, like, you know, in terms of compatibility, people have more of a chance when they come from similar backgrounds because you can understand each other better and the way that each other grew up.
Like
You
butlers.
know, and you don't have to, like, get, like, through that stage of, like, you know, like comparing each other's backgrounds. You already know how it is, and so you can get right to, like, getting to know each other. Usually you can understand each other better.
Because we just talked to Johnny Resnick from the Goo Goo Dolls, and he was talking about how now he's living with somebody that's not in the entertainment business, and it was the best movies made, where, you know, actually opposites attract, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. In terms of my personal experience, when I dated guys from different backgrounds, it hasn't worked out. So in my mind, I was like, well, here's someone, you know, I'm not a princess and he's a prince, so that's a little different. But I was raised like a princess, and so I was like, well, maybe, you know, we'll have more of a chance because we come from a similar background, you know, just because of my bad luck with dating people from different backgrounds.
And are you, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
are you the only child?
No, I have a brother. He's 21.
And where did your parents come to all their money? Like, what's that?
My grandfather was a real estate developer in Colorado. He develops areas of Aspen, and my dad's a plastic surgeon.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
Wow,
right,
you
right.
want to be my trailer park queen?
And where are you guys from? Where do you live now?
Right now I live in Houston.
Oh, Houston. All right, so, it seems like, how am I going to say this nicely? It seems like that you have more to offer than just your money, and that's what you think you have to offer. That's like all you're going with.
No, I just wanted I wanted Lorenzo to realize that, you know, out of every single girl there, I came from the most similar background to his. And
You're
so
not
I
a gold
wanted him
digger.
to realize that. But I think, like, you know, other things about me came across, too. When he was debating who to give a rose to, he said he thought that I was, like, you know, the type of person that would be the life of the party, and I was very unique. So I think other things came across as well.
Oh, was it? Because I think that Stench is trying to say that you were saying to him, I'm not a gold digger. Like, yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Because you have your own, I guess.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him that because to me a lot of the girls were, like, so excited to be in Rome for the first time, and they were really impressed by the situation that they were in more than they were impressed by him. And so I guess I just wanted to let him know that it's like I could come to Rome anytime, and none of that's a novelty for me, but like I was actually impressed with him.
I get it. It just comes off kind of like, wow.
Well, I get it, but it's very pompous.
Yeah.
I like it.
It makes you not very likable.
I hope
At least
you
the
win.
common people, maybe rich people like you.
I don't think a lot of people like me right now, but I don't really care.
Oh.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's an okay, attitude to have. Is honestly, if you. But what I find is that people that don't care, they really care, and like at night they can't sleep with themselves.
I mean, I think that the people that won't like me are probably just jealous, and they wish that they grew up more like me. You know,
I don't like you, and I'm not jealous.
Why is Jack so mean to our guest?
I don't know, but he's allowed to be.
Yeah, he's not liking her.
And Jack, why is it like
she just comes across so snobby? And guess what? I know people really rich. In fact, I know people richer than your family. George Maloof, and he is the nicest guy on earth, and
I'm
not pompous
mean.
and flies
I don't do
coach.
anything mean ever.
Yeah, that is true. Our friend George Maloof, who owns the Palms and the Sacramento Kings, he flies coach every time he flies back and forth.
That's his preference, you know.
But
and
I mean, he just doesn't
He's
need
just a nice, normal guy, and he doesn't need to come
But,
across like you come
not,
across.
Like flying first class doesn't make you not a nice person. I still do
Yes,
a
it
lot
does.
of charity work, and I help out a lot of people less fortunate than me. So I think I'm a
According
really
to you,
nice
everybody
person.
except for other rich people are less fortunate than you.
Yeah, but I do a lot of charity work. Our family has our own charity, so it's not like all I do is just
Yeah,
go
but that's a
shopping all the
write-off,
time.
and then they get
Yeah,
paid out of it anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
But Erica, the thing is I guess, when you're like, oh, I don't care if the commoners don't like me and stuff. There's just something so different about, like, a couple of the millionaires that actually made it for themselves, and someone who just grew up in it.
Yeah.
I think that's where the pompous part comes off, because we know that you haven't busted your ass for it. It's just
Yeah, that's true for sure. I hope that one day I will, have a job and be successful.
You
in
don't
my
have
own
a job?
Of course she doesn't.
No.
She
I'm
just
only
dresses
23. I
pretty.
did go to college. I went to one of the best schools in the country,
Which
Emory
one?
University. So I worked really hard in school. So I have worked hard in other ways.
And what do you have your degree in?
My degree was in English and creative writing.
All right, because at least it's not
So I'm
fashion
smart.
design.
Yeah,
Right.
No, I'm actually really a smart
that's a
girl.
tough major.
Fashion design?
English
Oh,
is a tough
I was like,
major.
what the hell? It's not that hard. Hey, can you put RC, because somebody wants to talk to you real quick, if that's all right. Blah, blah, blah. Put her on hold. God, it takes 7 seconds for them to hear me. Here is RC. Hi, RC.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, meet Erica from The Bachelor.
Hi.
Hey, Erica,
Yes.
I think that you're perfect. I think that, you don't know any better.
Thank you.
And you're a socialite, and you guys are perfect. You and The Bachelor, you're perfect. And I think that Stench has it exactly right. I think that Jack's a hater.
Yep. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, Jack,
I think
Jack the
you're a
most
hater.
hateful person
And
ever.
I think that, that Stench, he gets it right. He calls it like it is.
Yeah.
He knows exactly what's up, and Jack's a hater, and
He is a hater.
Jumped on your
You know what's
bandwagon
so
quick.
funny? Like,
I
out
love
of
that.
all the people in the world, we've never called Jack a hater.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show. Point 7.
I wore my tiara hopefully to kind of get his attention. The first 4 girls I met all had tattoos, and only half of them went to college. I'm not going to go so far as to say I'm the most compatible, but from what I'm seeing, I'm definitely in the top 3.
Oh, you had to leave the on. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, from The Bachelor. By the way, you can see it Monday nights, ABC 7 at 9 p.m. I think the most interesting character at this point on the show is this chickaroo. Her name is Erica. She's very wealthy, and she comes from a wealthy house of
Cash.
right, cashish that she didn't make on her own, but and she feels like she has a connection with this guy because they're both wealthy. So that's her angle thus far. It's Erica. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
Hi. All right, so some people would like to talk to you if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I have a question for her. A socialite, Texas socialite question. Do you ever party with those Bush twins?
I hung out with the Bush twins, but I've hung out with Lauren Bush before, which is the niece of George.
Yeah,
So
so-
she's from Houston too. We grew up
So
together.
that means you're hanging with the elites if you're partying with the Bushes.
Yeah.
Is that what that means, Stench?
Yes, it does.
Here's Lisa. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I'm actually laughing because I never really watched The Bachelor, but I watched it last night, and I was so appalled, actually. An appalling character was Erica, the one who.
This is Erica.
Yeah. I was appalled by the fact that you actually labeled yourself as a socialite.
That's what she
I
is.
didn't label myself as a socialite. They wanted to put that down as my occupation, but I told them other things I did, and that's just the label that they gave me. It's basically a high-profile party girl. You're no different than... I do a lot of charity work. Our family has their own charity foundation, so it entails that, too, actually.
Well, then you're
so you do charity work for a living.
But that's what they do. They're
people that
socialites.
raise money. What's the
I raise
philanthropist?
millions of dollars.
Well, then you're a philanthropist, right? Then
I'm a philanthropist, I guess.
Yeah.
It's an embarrassment to yourself that you actually label yourself. It is, actually.
You wish
Let her yell
I
at him.
label myself as socialite.
Well, and Erica, but the thing is, I mean, this is what's going to happen, though. Lisa's like all bent.
Gosh, really I'm not. I'm actually. I'm just shocked. But actually, somebody that is. I didn't call myself a socialite. They just called me that. But I never said I'm a socialite. You know, what would you call? But what would you label yourself? I guess you're right. You could call me a philanthropist too.
Hey, I gave you that one.
I'm a philanthropist.
I gave her that one. She's not allowed to do it. All right, Lisa. Thank you for your phone call. Well, I'm sorry, Stench. I just wanted her to yell at her.
I'm just mad at okay. There are people that are born in this world that have money, they don't have to work, and they do charity, and they do teas and that kind of crap, and you're a socialite. That's what you are at that point.
Erica, are you worried that the Paris Hilton thing has already been done?
Yeah, and I don't like being compared to her, and so I wish people would realize that I'm my own person.
Yeah, but I don't think you will be compared to her because Paris, her thing is she's really rich, but she comes across as stupid, but she doesn't come across as insulting to the common person because she knows her audience, and she doesn't want to insult her audience, and you don't care what
I don't
common
try
people
to
think.
insult people. I just express my feelings.
No,
but
you
I don't
said that
think
you
I
don't really
insulted
care
anyone.
about the commoners.
If they don't like her.
I don't think I insulted them at all on the show. You know,
we're commoners, Erica. You're insulting.
I didn't say anything mean at all.
I feel like you're
I like that you didn't like
hurtful.
the tattoo girls. That was funny.
I guess Lorenzo likes tattoos, though I heard that he was on Regis and Kelly yesterday saying that he likes tattoos. So maybe that's just my opinion, but I don't like tattoos.
But here's the thing. Okay, but here's the bottom line. What your statement was is, and I get that they're not highly educated girls and that they have tattoos, and I get it, and you don't think he's looking for that because he's a prince. I get it.
Yeah,
but what you are saying, though, instead is because he's a prince that he wants a snob.
I wouldn't think he'd want a snob, but I think he'd want a girl that comes from a similar background. So
But you put yourself you come off as a snob, and I would think that if you're a prince, you're around all these snobbish, I think I am something, and I need to compete with the Joneses, and I'm a socialite, that he would look for something so different from that, you know.
Like if he was with another girl, maybe she would just be with him because she would want a chance at that lifestyle since she never grew up, in that way.
I mean, that's a great angle, but you also, you really come off as a huge snot.
Hey, haven't you seen the Disney movies? They get the girl and they have to put her through like princess school. Well, they won't have to do that with Erica. She moves in with the prince. It's just right in as the role.
Yeah, but if you remember, he never picks the princess. He goes for something else, the girl that was scrubbing the floors.
I think that story's getting old. Like,
that's the best thing you've said all day.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show. Star 98.7.
But the show adds 10 pounds. All right, so anyway, here's the deal. This is the last break. It's Erica from The Bachelor. If you don't watch The Bachelor, you'll just be intrigued to know that this woman is part of the contestants, and she's vying for the heart, if you will, of a prince. And because she is wealthy and educated, also a socialite, she feels like she has a better chance with this guy.
I just thought of something else, too. Isn't it a little humiliating for a socialite to have to go vie for the affection of a prince with 27 commoners?
Wow, Jack.
Got to meet someone at your level.
I don't know if it's humiliating,
Well, you're so much above these other girls, and yet you're on the same level as them when it comes to this competition.
Wow.
I don't feel like I'm above them. I just think that I would be more compatible
basically said
with
you
him.
were.
Wow.
I don't think I'm above them. I just think that I would be more compatible with him because we came from similar backgrounds.
What you
But
were
I mean, I
like
think
you
that the other
were part
roles
of
were great,
royalty?
you know?
You were part of royalty. And
Right.
besides that, we talked to this guy, and he has busted his ass to also make his own empire.
Yeah.
Where you have kind of, I mean, really, if you analyze the
just
situation,
graduated
wait.
college.
You guys are nothing like each other at all. He pays his own credit
He
card
was
bills.
actually an English major in college, just like me. So
But
we
that's
have
the
that.
only thing that that's the only thing
We
that
both have black cars. There's so much.
White car.
I mean, you really have nothing in common with him but a degree.
And a butler.
Yeah,
But I don't even think he doesn't seem like the type to use a butler.
No, he was a really cool,
He was a
down-to-earth
really cool,
guy.
yeah, that doesn't seem to.
We're hanging out with him on Thursday night. We'll ask him.
Erica, meet Nate.
Hi, Nate.
Hey, Erica, let me ask you this. What makes you think that it's okay to belittle somebody when you said last night on the
I don't
show?
think I belittle.
Wait, listen, let me finish.
Hey.
You said last night on the show that you would pay somebody to clean your room just like you do at home.
But that doesn't mean that I ended up doing that just because.
No, you did. You said it, though, didn't you?
I know, but it doesn't mean that I actually.
Erica, did you see who got the first rose last night?
Yes.
What did she get that for? Because she was herself and she was
I
a
was
good,
myself.
free-spirited. No, Erica,
No,
you were a
And it doesn't
because
really
she
matter
hugged
who
a
gets
tree.
first.
You were a snobby, spoiled, rotten little girl.
Well,
is
I
what
was
you were.
myself. I wasn't acting
Erica.
like anything but myself.
Guess what? Maybe you need to be somebody else then.
Well, I don't want to be taken
Oh. Carrie, meet Erica. I think this is going well, Erica. Carrie, hi, meet Erica. Hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm with Jack on this, and Jamie, I kind of feel like you're being a little too nice to her.
Well, I'm just trying because Jack's really working for me. So there's no need for me to add on to the pylon. My whole point is that they really don't have that much in common, and so you can't go into it saying that you do. Because
Yeah, I mean, she has no idea. Not after first meeting. Like she has no idea if they've lived the same lifestyle.
yeah, I
She has
mean,
no idea how he was raised.
and just because you have money doesn't mean you have a lot in common.
No, it doesn't. Like, if I said I drive a Mercedes and he drives a Mercedes, that doesn't mean we're going to be compatible.
Yeah.
Exactly, but I think it gives you more of a chance in someone that grew up nothing at all like you did, you know?
I disagree because, see, I like the
In my
500 SL,
experience.
but some of those people drive the 3 Series. The
Well,
300.
I can only draw on my experience with dating in the past, and I've only dated guys that don't come from similar backgrounds to me, and it's never worked out, so I was thinking that maybe this time it would have more of a chance.
Are
Well,
your
that
mom
was
and
my
dad
thought.
still together?
Right, my
that's
parents are still together.
That's your 23-year-old naiveness, then.
Okay, well, I'm 23. I can't help it if I'm naive, you know?
Yeah, but how can you like? I'm sure this was taped a few months ago, at least. I don't know when it started taping, but I would be so embarrassed to see myself.
I don't get embarrassed
portrayed
because
the way-
I was just being myself, and if people don't like me, then that's their prerogative, you know? I can't control that. I'm not going to act like a different person just to get people to like me, you know?
I can't
And
believe
wanna-
you know who Bobby Brown is. That's so weird.
I don't think she was.
Oh, she wasn't referring to the song? I'm sorry.
Although a rich guy she can't relate to.
And
True.
let's take one for Erica, shall we? That'd be nice.
Yay.
Here's Jeffrey. Jeffrey, meet Erica.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi, Erica.
Do you have anything nice to say?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact.
Okay,
I don't
good.
understand why everybody's calling up and yelling at you. I
You're
mean,
being
you grew
so
up with money.
mean. I think it's
Exactly, they
uncalled for.
are. I mean, these people that are calling up, I wonder what they're doing with their day.
They're probably like the type of people that have no lives and they have nothing better to
That
do.
like
than
go on
call.
reality
Yeah,
shows to meet guys. Those kind of losers.
Wow.
Well, if she really wants to call up the listeners,
Wow.
these people are driving to their jobs. They're not on reality shows yapping about
yeah,
how much
but,
money
like,
they
if
have.
They have some likes that, you know, why can't they have other things to concern themselves about rather than me and the way I was raised, you know?
Yeah, but
you
the
put it
problem
out there
is,
on
yeah,
the show.
yeah, and I agree with Jack. I mean, the only difference is, Erica, is that you allowed yourself to be in the limelight and you put yourself out there,
Yeah,
so
I
you know
put
that.
myself out there because, and I wasn't. Everyone's like, "Well, why did you act that way?" I was myself, and like, I'm glad that I wasn't fake. And
I know,
didn't
but isn't it
try to
sad that nobody
downplay
likes
who
who
I
you
was.
are?
Right? No one people do like me.
And doggone it, people like me.
I'm awesome.
Ashley, meet Erica.
Hi, Erica. All I have to say is you need to get off because your voice is so annoying. I was
Your
having
voice
a
is
really
more
good
annoying than
day.
mine, honey.
Nice. Here we
I know
go.
you are, but what am I?
Yeah. Now they're just personally attacking her.
I know you are, but what am I? Robin, this is the last call we're going to take. Meet Erica.
Hi, Erica. This is Robin.
Hi.
Hi. You know what? In your defense, Erica, I just want to say, in today's society, I see nothing wrong with being a snob. I think that everybody is being a little too hard on you, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being a wealthy snob. It's us commoners who wish we were.
Really? Do we? Really, Robin? Do you really wish that you were Erica? Honestly,
we wish we had the choice to be.
No, I mean, do you really wish you were Erica? Because I don't really think that you do. I mean,
I had her butler.
Well, I mean, yeah, a butler would be great, but the fact that you can't find love in this world, so you have to go on a reality show, I don't think I want that.
Well, all the other girls did that too, and no one's calling them out, So.
But I mean,
they're poor.
Like so many girls.
But you think that you have it all, and then really you're the sad girl on the reality show that can't find love.
I don't think it's sad. So many girls wish that they could have a chance to meet Lorenzo and go on The Bachelor, and only 25 were chosen out of thousands. So I was actually complimented by that.
But according to you, you should have your choice of Lorenzos because you people who are
They're
all the
hard to
same.
There's not that many princes left in the world,
She's been dating losers like you. Haven't you listened to her?
Yeah.
Now she wants a prince.
Because, well, obviously then princes aren't attracted to her.
Thank you, Erica, for being on the show.
Why?
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Oh, okay. What a holler with a special guest caller.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Oh, by the way, side note, snowboarder calling because we have a doctor's appointment. Made sure that Caden is dressed really cute. Because you have to. Because he's like, I know I'm going to get in trouble, so is this okay?
He had to approve outfits with you?
Yeah, but he did say this. He said, why did that girl fly coach anyway?
He's right.
Yeah,
she could have upgraded.
Yeah, if she's so fancy, why didn't she secretly
She was
fly
trying to blend in with you commoners.
Here's a special caller by the name of CJ. Hi, CJ.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to say that Jack made my whole commoner drive to work morning with his comments to Erica.
You know, I know. Our little Jack stood up to somebody.
Yeah.
Aren't
I'm
we
one of
proud?
those commoners, who took my 4 teenagers, dropped them all off at school, take my tattoo self to work now.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you for your call.
Welcome. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Yay.
Bye. Bye, you commoner.
Bye.
All right, here we go with some hollows. I love you guys. I listen to work. It's 6:45 to 10 a.m. while I'm at work. You all make me laugh out loud, and people walk by my office and ask what I'm laughing at. Half the time I cannot even repeat it because you guys are a little dirty, and I like it. Holla! I don't know. That felt dirty to read. Hi, Jamie, Jack, and Stench. I was on hold on my way to work. I want to tell you a story, but I had to hang up. My boyfriend in his teens showered with his dad.
Ooh.
Holla!
I can't even holler that.
Jamie, animals don't have souls. Stench is right, but it was the first commandment in Genesis to man that he care for the earth and the animals. It doesn't specify that animals don't go to heaven, but it doesn't say they will either. I don't really know what the hell it says. Josh. Hey, speaking of humongous lips, what's with Lisa Rinna? She has the most disgusting fake lips I've ever seen, even worse than Meg Ryan. Just because Lisa is your friend, don't forget to mention her crazy lips. Hello, Victoria. Holler. Come on, guys. Are you guys seriously that slow in programming? You have read this email from the perv in Congress to the little freaky boy? Oh. Come on, guys. Are you guys seriously that slow in programming? You have read this email from the It's still the same when I read it again.
Yeah.
Does he mean we were late getting the copy?
I think so.
Okay.
Tell Amy Sugarman to get her ass in gear and get some guests on this show. That girl needs to get fired. It would be nice if finally the show had somebody show up. Thanks a lot, Amy Sugarman, pissed listener.
Holla.
Whatever. Okay, excuse me, Erica was just a little conceited. Came across as a brat.